Welcome, Scorpios. It's a late night reading for you guys. So, how apropos for a Scorpio late night. This is my second YouTube tarot card reading, so still getting used to this talking to the camera thing. Anyway, let's see what's going on. I've already pre-shuffled the cards and I just gave it a little bit more of a shuffle for you, and we're going to see what is happening. For you. All right, Scorpio. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. So the Hermit is the flavor of the card of the session tonight for you guys. And we're going to place one of these cards as the message for you in the completion of the session. Just leave that facing down and see how that ties in with what's going on here. Okay, Scorpios. So I'm an energy reader. I'm a speech therapist. I'm an energy reader. What's going on? Can't get my words out. So perhaps you've had something that in the past that has been very... Look, we're talking with Scorpios here. Scorpios are very deep people. And by the way, this is a reading for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising. This will resonate with you guys. So there is a lot of depth in the Scorpio. The energy of Scorpio is very deep. So there's a feeling here of something that's been so deep that may have affected you, coming from perhaps a relationship in the past that didn't go as planned, and there is still a lot of deep feelings that has not been expressed. Hence, I wasn't able to say my words. It feels like something needs to be said that hasn't been said for the Scorpio to heal. The Scorpio, the feelings of the Scorpio are very deep, and no one gets to know, no one gets to go down there to that depth where or let's say it's very seldom or rare, or you have to be a very special person to reach that intimacy of depth with a Scorpio to the level that the Scorpio is feeling. And it feels like there has been some sort of very profound feeling that was felt, and it didn't go well, and it hasn't been expressed. So the Scorpio is still holding that within the body. The throat chakra needs to be cleared out so that the Scorpio can connect the throat to the feelings and to express the feelings more smoothly. So it's showing me here that in the past there was a relationship that was important to you and it didn't go as planned. And the feelings that were felt with that connection have not been released. And so you've been carrying a heavy load here. 10 of Wands, you've been carrying this heavy load, heavy burden, and it's all to do with your feelings, right? So when a Scorpio is in connection to someone, it's all about the feelings, right? The feelings and the psych connection. And if you connect with someone on a psych level and the strong feelings, that's going to be a very strong, powerful bond. And a Scorpio is very, very loyal. So they're all in, or it's all or nothing, right? So if the Scorpio likes you, it's all in. And if a person has betrayed the Scorpio, well, that's a tough one to mend. So you've been carrying this heavy burden to do with your feelings and not being able to express it. Possibly you thought you would. You may have talked yourself into thinking that the effects of the relationship were not as profound and as deep and as strong feelings as you thought. However, a Scorpio doesn't go into any feeling dance with in a light way. So you know that you felt strong about this, and so now there's a healing process, and that healing is to do with being able to own that feeling. If you were hurt, if you've been hurt, just being able to be with that. The Scorpio is very strong. They can transform. They're the masters at transforming their feelings from the deepest, darkest realms to the brightest light. You can pass through all the levels. A Scorpio can cruise through that. They have the depth, the understanding, the power to do that. So you can do that. You can express it. You don't have to express it to someone. You can just allow yourself to feel it and be honest with yourself, Scorpio. Allow that feeling to be there. Allow that hurt to be there if it was painful. But know that you've moved on. Know that you made a decision that your well-being was more important than a person who wasn't being honest with you. As you come out of that, and you are coming out of that now, so the past has been a pretty heavy energy and a bit of a struggle. Now you're coming into a lighter energy, more celebration, coming out of this old energy and into a place now where you're able to celebrate because you can, because you feel better, because your energy feels more in that mood of celebration. You've been a pretty moody person, melancholy in the recent past, melancholy and moody, a little bit of feeling sorry for yourself. Well, yeah, it didn't work out, but things don't work out because there's always something better for us. So we take the lesson with that. You're moving into a place now where you're celebrating, connecting with friends again. You might have felt in the past that you disconnected from a lot of people. You became a little bit isolated and were wanting to figure it all out. But here I see a lot of creativity coming back. All this energy that you were spending in the past that was being invested into that heaviness is now being freed up so that your creativity is coming back, Scorpio. The depth of that creativity, the passion, the richness of that creativity coming through. And so I see more celebration, more connection with friends, going out and having a few drinks with your friends, connecting, and cutting out people in your life that you realize now that are toxic. You have no time for that toxicity. You've learned that. You've been down that track. You've learned that lesson. Now it's all about choosing your friends wisely, having some celebration, and bringing your creativity. I see you here meeting someone. If it's a lady meeting a lady and a lady friend, or a man meeting another man friend, and having a really nice friendship connection. A lot of tenderness there and understanding, and also some bonding and sharing of ideas. This could be a partnership in work, or it seems to be a same sex relationships. So perhaps it's a same-sex relationship. However, it could be a partnership into some sort of work, career. And the reason why I say that is because on the outcome here, we've got the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. So you're moving now from this area of investing a lot of energy into the emotional area of that past healing and transformation, which was necessary for you to grow, to be able to move to the next level of your life with more strength, with more wisdom. And you're going to be focusing on your coin, on your money, on your career. And it's looking pretty good. It's looking good. We are seeing you put a lot of all this energy into the passions of your work. If your work has been a little bit waylaid, a little bit slowish, that's going to change. You're moving into a lot of abundance here. Opportunities coming in. Left, right, and center. Doors opening. Connecting with the right people. People connecting you to people. Connecting them for you. It's a stage, moving into a stage where you're not having to effort for things to work out for you. So definitely putting your money into an organized stash, stashing a little bit of cash away there for a rainy day. It's all looking good. And I also see you learning, either taking a course or a lesson or some sort of re-education, or just learning about something that you're interested in that's going to be connected with making this money. It's not something that it's not going to be like a tedious studying. It's more of learning more about your craft, more about what your art is. If you're a musician, for example, it's perhaps learning a new instrument, or learning to use your voice if you never used your voice. And that comes back to the voice again over here. Definitely learning more about your craft and your art so that you can move forward. So let's take a look at what the message of the card is that ties all this together. What would be possible for me if I saw myself, everyone, and everything through the eyes of love? So I'll show you that card to you. What would be possible for me if I saw myself, everyone, and everything through the eyes of love? What about if you were radiating that loving feeling? You were in that frequency of love. Just in that frequency of love. Love is a frequency. Everything's frequencies. If you were in that frequency of love and everything you were doing was from that center of love, it wouldn't matter what you were doing. You're in love. And when you're in that frequency of love, whatever you do is just going to feel good. And that's what I see in this reading. That's what I feel, moving from this place of where you tried to love, where you wanted love, to going through that disappointment, to learning to let go, learning to transform that feeling into this new frequency and bringing yourself into the real love, which is the real connection with yourself. That's the first relationship, isn't it? The relationship with yourself. And when you can come from that place of love, you're just going to be shining. So Scorpio, this is your energy reading for November 2023. Thanks for joining. See you in the next video.